into game 4 for the Pointe-Claire tournament. Our Ottawa Ice are the home team today, playing in purple against Pointe-Claire, the visiting team playing in white. For those who have been watching this weekend, this is the other Pointe-Claire team in the division. So this is not the same team they played yesterday. Pointe-Claire with the first shot on net this game, but that was blocked by the Ottawa defense. Pointe-Claire intercepts in the neutral zone. Pointe-Claire brings through the triangle, takes a shot, and it goes high. Pointe-Claire, top of the triangle. Drop, pass, shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. I don't know if that was a crease violation by Ottawa or a very, very quick 5 count. But when play resumes, Pointe-Claire has possession. Pass from Claire, pass from the free play circle. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass. Breaks it in. Shoots over the shoulder and in. Hits the crossbar and bounce in at 11 minutes and 54 seconds. Pointe-Claire leading by 1. Ottawa gets it into the Pointe-Claire end. Pointe-Claire checks and takes it. Pointe-Claire now making a break for the net. Shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. And Pointe-Claire, 3 players on our Ottawa player who's trying to break out. Pointe-Claire was the second stick in, so when play resumes, Pointe-Claire will have possession. Oh, Pointe-Claire with the fake. They had a player trailing the ring bearer, but then they traded off with the defense at the last second, trying to pull Ottawa's triangle out of position. Ottawa's pass into the neutral zone was blocked and intercepted by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire with the fake shot, pass, intercepted by Ottawa. Pointe-Claire intercepts in the neutral zone. Shot by Pointe-Claire, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire picked it up at the rebound, but couldn't quite get the shot off. Pointe-Claire snags it in the neutral zone. Pointe-Claire passed in past the free play line. The pass was missed, but Pointe-Claire recovers. Pointe-Claire with the backdrop, but the player wasn't quite waiting. But again, Pointe-Claire recovers the ring. Back pass by Pointe-Claire, picked up by Ottawa. In the neutral zone, Pointe-Claire takes the ring. Pointe-Claire with a pass, shot, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa struggling a bit with the breakout. Tapped back into the Ottawa end by Pointe-Claire, but Ottawa gets there first. Oh, looks like we got a delayed penalty. No longer delayed. We have a penalty coming up for Pointe-Claire at the 9-minute and 25-second mark. So when play resumes, Ottawa's going to have the power play. Ottawa at the top of the triangle, being challenged by Pointe-Claire. Pass at the top of the triangle, pass was missed. Pointe-Claire in the neutral zone. Nice short pass across the blue line. Checked by Ottawa. Pointe-Claire recovers with the pass. Shoots. Stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire picks up the rebound. Ottawa was trying to check them out. Another pass in front of the net, this time intercepted by Ottawa, but recovered by Pointe-Claire. Takes the shot, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire from the top of the triangle shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa, nice sort of pass across the blue line. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Ottawa recovers the ring. 50 seconds left in their power play. Checked by Pointe-Claire. One of the forwards managed to grab it. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Ottawa checks. Pointe-Claire recovers. Now they're on their breakout. Pointe-Claire gets it into the Ottawa end. Shoots. Stopped by the Ottawa goalie. 20 seconds left on the power play. Pointe-Claire intercepts in their end. Passes in deep in the neutral zone. Pointe-Claire taps it in. Ottawa tried to play it, so that was free game for the Pointe-Claire to pick it up. Draw pass by Pointe-Claire, shoots, goes wide. I believe that one was tipped wide by the Ottawa defense. Fake drop pass, shoots. That one goes in. 7 minutes and 9 seconds. The penalty had already ended, so that would be an even strength goal. Pointe-Claire leading 2-0. Ottawa attempted shot, goes wide. Pointe-Claire picks it up behind the net. Ottawa attempts the forecheck. Pointe-Claire recovers from the missed pass. Pushes into the triangle. It might have been a wide shot or a missed pass, but Pointe-Claire still has the ring. 4 seconds left before the shot clock. Shot was blocked by the Ottawa defense, and that is the shot clock that ran out, so possession will go to the Ottawa goalie. Two players on the Ottawa trying to break up, manages to pass it through her legs to another Ottawa player. Very nice move. Into the neutral zone. Long pass goes past. Ottawa's going to race for it. Another long pass. Shoots. Stopped by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Ottawa picked up the rebound. Another shot. Another stop by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Missed pass. Pointe-Claire pops it back into their end. Ottawa picks it up, attempting to get to the net. Oh, dekes out the triangle and gets it over the shoulder. 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first. Ottawa is on the board. Ottawa intercepts the Pointe-Claire pass into their end. Ottawa in the neutral zone, looking for someone to pass to. Pass through about 4 Pointe-Claire players, and one of them picks it up. Scramble in the neutral zone. Ottawa managed to come out with the ring. Ottawa attempting another goal. Shoots. Stop by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Oh, it was checked by Ottawa, but Pointe-Claire recovers. Gets it to the net. Shoots. Stop by the Ottawa goalie. Pass was intercepted by Ottawa. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire tucks it back in, shoots. That one sneaks through the pads. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Pointe-Claire gets their third goal and gets back their 2-goal lead. Pointe-Claire gets the ring in their end. Up to the Ottawa end. Pass was missed. A fight for the ring. Pointe-Claire comes out with it. Attempts to push through. Pass through the crease to an open player, and Pointe-Claire scores again. 4 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Deep pass in with Ottawa player waiting. Shoots, goes high. Ottawa manages to recover the ring. Draw pass. Shoots. Stopped by the Pointe-Claire goalie. On. Pointe-Claire breaking out into the Ottawa end. Pass across, shoots. That one went high. Another pass across the crease. That time it hit the side of the net, the shot. Attempted shot goes wide. Ottawa accidentally threw it up into the netting, so that'll stop the play. It looks like Pointe-Claire is going to the penalty box. So with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first period, Ottawa gets their second power play. Because the Ottawa player accidentally threw it out of bounds, possession will go to Pointe-Claire despite the penalty. Oh. Ooh, checked by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire tries to get a shot off. That one just goes a little wide. Oh. Have a little bit of body contact there. Shot by Pointe-Claire. Stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire goes to the corner, picks up the rebound. Front of the corner, shoots. Ottawa goalie seemed to have got a piece of that. Pointe-Claire still in possession. Pass went a little long. Pointe-Claire recovers. Pointe-Claire with the pass, intercepted by Ottawa. Pointe-Claire recovers, gets a shot. That was smothered by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire comes out of the corner with it, a pass in front, shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. .50 seconds left in the Pointe-Claire penalty. 1 minute and 59 seconds left in the period. Pointe-Claire keeping control of this of Ottawa's power play. And checked by Ottawa, but recovered by Pointe-Claire. Finally gets the shot off. Short-handed goal by Pointe-Claire at the 1 minute and 46 second mark. Ottawa with the short pass from the free play circle. Pointe-Claire gets in ring. Nice short pass into the neutral zone. Long pass into the Ottawa end. Reaches the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa being challenged at the blue line. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Pass was broken up by Ottawa. Long pass, two-line pass. Pointe-Claire will have to play that. The Ottawa player was not sure if the Pointe-Claire player touched it in the neutral zone, so they took a chance and played it. But I do not believe the Pointe-Claire player made any contact with the ring. So that is considered a violation. So that would be a violation of the two-line pass by Ottawa. So play moves back to the Ottawa end. 1 minute and 4 seconds left, and the power play is over. Pointe-Claire pass in front of the net, but intercepted by Ottawa. Well, we got a delayed penalty coming for Pointe-Claire. Ottawa. Checked by Pointe-Claire, but Ottawa recovers. Shot by Ottawa, but it's Pointe-Claire goalie stopped it. Didn't quite make it through her legs. It was just teetering on the line. I believe this is going to be a slashing penalty for Pointe-Claire. Ottawa goes back to the power play. 38 seconds left in the first period. Ottawa being pushed by the PC triangle. Pointe-Claire gets the ring away from them, but Ottawa recovers. An Ottawa player got taken out in the checking. Pointe-Claire in the neutral zone, pass into the Ottawa end, takes it to the triangle, shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. And that marks the end of the first period. When we come back, Ottawa is still going to have the power play for potentially up to another 1 minute and 22 seconds. Coming into this tournament, your Ottawa team has selected a name. For this season, they are going to be Icicle Impact. Which goes well with their namesake, Ottawa Ice. Oh, we've got the ring toss competition. I believe it's closest to the center circle. I don't know what the prize is. I think it's, I suspect it's a bit of a 50-50. Ooh, got a couple of very close ones there. I suspect they're going to have to measure for that one. Well, congratulations to the winner, which all the rings that were tossed out would have been numbered. So the ones that went in the basket, unfortunately, were not the closest. So home team starts their second and last period with possession. Pass into the Pointe-Claire end, checked by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa picks up the rebound. I suspect the Pointe-Claire player probably touched the ring on both sides of the blue line. Hence the reason play was stopped and possession goes back to Ottawa. 48 seconds left in the Ottawa power play. 12 minutes and 25 seconds left in the period. Ottawa attempted to pass it across the free play line, but that was picked up by Pointe-Claire. Ottawa attempting to get in a triangle, drop pass by Pointe-Claire. Another drop pass by Pointe-Claire. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Short shot on the ground, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa, the pass was almost broken up by Pointe-Claire. I think, again, I suspect Pointe-Claire had the same player touching on both sides of the blue line. The Pointe-Claire penalty is officially over. Ottawa at the shot. Stop by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Wide pass for Pointe-Claire. Into the Ottawa end. Drop pass by Pointe-Claire, picked up by Ottawa. Ottawa's pass in the neutral zone was taken by Pointe-Claire. Race to the ring. Pointe-Claire gets into the corner first. Pass behind the net. Ottawa picks it up. Pass in the neutral zone, almost taken by Pointe-Claire. Thrown into the Pointe-Claire end, but there was no Ottawa players in the corner, so Pointe-Claire takes that one. Intercepted by Ottawa in the neutral zone. Checked by Ottawa, recovered by Pointe-Claire. Oh, we got a delayed penalty coming up. This one's going to be against Ottawa. Pointe-Claire gets to pass through the crease. Apparently that was good enough for a reset. Play stopped at 9 minutes and 57 seconds. Ottawa gets their first penalty of this game. Unfortunately, I couldn't make out the hand signals from behind. I think it might have been a hooking penalty. Just under 10 minutes left in this game. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass. Skates it behind the net. Pointe-Claire, 10 seconds left, takes the shot. Good enough for the reset, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa now attempting to break out, being challenged by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire comes out with the ring, shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire checks, but recovers the ring. Pointe-Claire passes in front, shoots, goes in. Power play goal for Pointe-Claire. Oh, no, actually, it's not the end of the power play. It looks like we have another Ottawa player going into. Which... Look. Ottawa comes out of the way from the boards with the ring. Oh, now we got a delayed penalty coming for Pointe-Claire. At 8 minutes and 42 seconds, with 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the Ottawa penalty, Pointe-Claire is also going to the box. So we're going to have a 4-on-4 for the next 1 minute and 36 seconds of game time. Oh, nice high shot, but it goes over the net. Ottawa comes out with it. Another shot. Stopped by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Pointe-Claire with the breakaway. Ottawa hot on their heels. Shoots. Stopped. Another shot, but a rebound by Pointe-Claire. Another shot by the Ottawa goalie. Ottawa now. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Nice pass going. Ottawa before checking, but Pointe-Claire gets the net, takes the shot, goes high, potentially off the goalie's shoulder there. Pointe-Claire, another shot, goes wide. Pointe-Claire, pass in front of the net, shoot, quick shot, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Oh, we got a scramble for the ring in front. Another shot by Pointe-Claire, goes high. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Play stopped. Possession goes to the Ottawa goalie. 8 seconds left in the Ottawa penalty, and about 30 seconds left in the Pointe-Claire one. So it'll be 5-on-4 for about 25 seconds here. Two-line pass by Ottawa. Ten seconds left in the Ottawa penalty, in the Ottawa power play. Looks like the ref called that a two-touch. The Ottawa player was waiting for it to cross the blue line, but ref wasn't satisfied it had crossed, so play is stopped. Possession goes to Pointe-Claire. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the period. And the game, 4 seconds left in the Pointe-Claire penalty. Oh, looks like someone calls a timeout. I suspect it was Ottawa that may have called the timeout. Not sure exactly why possession was given back to Ottawa, and that marks the end of the Pointe-Claire penalty. Pointe-Claire blocking the pass in the neutral zone. Ottawa blocked the pass, but Pointe-Claire recovered. That one was smothered by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire picks up the ring in the neutral zone, throws it back in the Ottawa end. Pointe-Claire with a shot, stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Goalie couldn't quite get it out of her equipment in time for the 5 count. So possession goes to Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass, shoots, just goes wide. Pointe-Claire, another drop pass. Checked by Ottawa, but Pointe-Claire recovers. Pass to the side, another shot. That one goes through the crease and wide. Pointe-Claire with a shot. That one stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire had 3 players chasing down Ottawa. Ottawa with the 2-line pass. Ottawa attempting to come out of the corner with it. Pointe-Claire gets the ring. Pointe-Claire this time with the 2-line pass. Ottawa plays it. Checked by Pointe-Claire. Pointe-Claire checks it. Takes it back across the free play line. Ottawa checks, but Pointe-Claire recovers. Pointe-Claire, draw pass at the top of the triangle, shoots, goes high and wide. Pointe-Claire, top of the triangle, attempting another shot, shoots. That one went off the goalie's skates. Checked by Ottawa. Ottawa into the neutral zone. Nice short pass across the blue line. Ottawa attempting to break through in the triangle. We got a delayed penalty coming for Pointe-Claire. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the period. Ottawa with the power play. Ottawa with the drop pass goes out of the free play zone and was taken by Pointe-Claire. After some back and forth, Ottawa managed to recover the ring. But after a scramble, Pointe-Claire comes out with the ring. Across the blue line, shoots by Pointe-Claire. That one goes wide. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass, checked by Ottawa. Pointe-Claire gets it back into the free play zone. Shoots, stopped by the Ottawa goalie, but Pointe-Claire picks up the rebound and gets it over to the goalie. That would be Pointe-Claire's second shorthanded goal today. Or in this game, I should say. I believe the Ottawa player accidentally stepped on the ring, so play gets stopped. Possession goes to the Pointe-Claire goalie. Pointe-Claire across the free play line takes the shot, just goes wide. Another shot by Pointe-Claire, that time stopped by the Ottawa goalie. Pointe-Claire comes out from it on the boards, but it's checked by Ottawa. Oh, we got another penalty coming up for Pointe-Claire. So it is going to be a 5-on-3. Well, we've got 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the period and 26 seconds left in Pointe-Claire's first penalty. And another 2-minute penalty for Pointe-Claire. Ottawa with the shot from the free play line. Or from the free play circle, I should say. Pass to the top of the triangle. Attempts the shot, broken up by the Pointe-Claire defense. Ottawa managed to check it into the corner. Possession, looks like possession's going to Pointe-Claire. Oh, now Ottawa's going to the box. So there's going to be a 4-on-3 for 9 seconds. Which point it goes to a 4-on-4. Ottawa pushing out the Pointe-Claire player. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass, intercepted by Ottawa. Checked by Pointe-Claire. That's one penalty over for Pointe-Claire. Marking the end of the power play for Ottawa as well. After a scramble on the boards, Pointe-Claire comes out with the ring. Pointe-Claire with the drop pass, again intercepted by Ottawa. Pass it off the boards. Into the Pointe-Claire end. Ottawa takes the shot, goes high. Ottawa fighting for the rebound. Pointe-Claire gets it back into the neutral zone. Ottawa gets to the ring first. Ottawa comes the shot. Shot's broken up by the defense. Ottawa comes away from the boards. Fixes a shot, goes behind the net. Ottawa shoots, stopped by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Pointe-Claire goalie couldn't find anyone to pass to. 5-second rule blow. 40 seconds left in the period. 11 seconds left in the Pointe-Claire penalty and 28 seconds left in the Ottawa penalty. Ottawa takes a shot from the free play circle. That one goes high and over the ring, over the ring, over the net. After some checking, Pointe-Claire ends up with the ring in the neutral zone. Wide pass, just gets over the blue line. Pointe-Claire picks it up, across the free play line. Pass it to the left, pass across the crease. Quick shot after the pass by Pointe-Claire. I believe that was another shorthanded goal by Pointe-Claire. "13 seconds left in this game and 1 second left in the Ottawa penalty." Oh, with 1 second left, they're actually letting the Ottawa player out. Long pass by Ottawa. Ottawa attempting to net another goal. Stopped by the Pointe-Claire goalie. Oh. With only a few seconds left, they went to run time. Our final score, 8-1. This marks the end of Ottawa's run in the Pointe-Claire tournament. Thanks so much for joining us this weekend. I hope you'll join us here as we go back to our regular season. I don't know if they're probably not completely happy with the results, but I hope they are very happy with their efforts. Thanks again for joining us.